Hola, hola, hola. So here I am in my sleeping quarters, which is a tent really. That's in my compound. That's my compound. This is my bed. No bed sheets. Simple pillow. Just look at this blanket. Yeah, so I've slept like this for about 2 years. And it's just that at a certain consciousness level, on this journey, what is really happening is that I'm accumulating energy into my being, my body, my spirit, my mind. And as you bring in more energy and also prevent leakages of energy, that is, conserve your energy, what happens is that your consciousness level or your level of vibration or your frequency rises. And as the frequency rises, you get to prioritize simplicity. And sometimes the prioritization of simplicity might manifest itself in you deciding to live like the way I'm living now, in quarters like this, in a tent outside 2 years. Why? Because I want to connect more with nature. I'm literally separated from the outdoors by a millimeter of cloth, sleeping right under a tree, breathing in all those chemicals released by the tree. What are they called? Phytocyanides, or something like that, that you breathe in, that are very good for the immune system, the fresh air. It's really nice. So there are health benefits about sleeping outside. Yeah. Improvement of moods, cognition, immunity, all those things go up. There is that, but there is also that need and desire to connect with nature. There's also a need for simplicity, for disengagement, disattachment, dis non-attachment, neutrality about external sources of gratification. Many of us are gratified by our double bed mazongotos, our linen bed sheets or silk bed sheets or whatever it is that you sleep in, cotton, nice. And we cannot even imagine the discomfort of sleeping outside. But as your consciousness level increases, you also get to disengage with material things as a source of internal satisfaction. What gives you satisfaction on this spiritual, energetic journey is the accomplishment of your goals that are determined by your values. So you have goals on a daily basis or weekly basis or a medium short-term goals. But these goals are being determined by the values of your life. And every time you achieve them on a daily basis, you get internal reward. Your reward, your sense of contentment, does not arrive from personal gain, from engagement with things external. Yes, you can play with them, but you are aware that the sole source of your sense of contentment and reward and self-worth and self-esteem is from within, the accomplishment of value-driven goals. So when I come outside here, and one of my goals is great health and great enjoyment of fresh breath, I value breath. I put a value on high quality breath. And part of high quality breath is how far the breath enters your body, how far, how quickly it touches the last cell on your toe, the last cell in your head. How quickly does the oxygen get there? How deeply does it get embedded into the tissues? That is very important to me. But also the freshness of the air. And when I'm outside here in the tent, I'm getting the freshness, top freshness, mixed with those chemicals I mentioned released by the trees phytosides or something like phytoncides, which just wreck up your immune system. Your natural killer cells increase just by you being under a tree. So spending time there is very important. So the freshness of the air and how deep it also penetrates. So my role now is to remove blockages in my system, blockages in my blood vessels. I need blood vessels that are open. I need blood vessels that are lungs that exchange air efficiently. I need tissues that respond quickly to gaseous exchange. And that's my role. I'm very much aware that it's my responsibility and I'm accountable to myself. So that is how the journey changes you. You begin to really shift the way you think, because the things that I'm mentioning right now are not things that are thought of or considered by mainstream people. It is out of raising your vibration and your consciousness to the level that really transcends how the average person thinks. Yeah. So I get to come and sleep outside here. And also, you know, we're all attached to our houses. I don't know if you can see my house out there. Yeah, there it is. We're all attached to our houses. Our identities are attached to where we live, how we live in our houses. And that causes a lot of suffering, a lot of anxiety. Yes. Projection of anxiety. You have your anxieties about your house, about all this, and you're projecting those anxieties on society and making the world a not very good place to live in. So as your consciousness rises on this journey, raising consciousness is a fruit of the Holy Spirit. You get to unattach yourself to this very, very important so-called basic of life, which is shelter. And the more you unattach from these houses and many other material things, the more gratitude you have in your heart. Even when you step in that house, it's not like you're looking down upon it. It's just you have more gratitude because you have less attachment. The more attachment you have, the more need to control, the more anxious you are about losing, about maintaining, and about even getting more outside. But when you take your hands off the steering wheel, you get a lot of freedom. And you conserve more energy by having a lot of freedom. That energy, apart from raising your consciousness, also increases your level of happiness. So I'm more happy sleeping in here. More thankful for my house when I sleep in here. Yeah. And another thing is that this journey of spirituality, of energy, of consciousness, is not so much a journey of intellectualism. It's not that you have to be brilliant and have to figure out these things. No. This journey is a journey of companionship with God. And I'm using the word God because I know that my audience is mainly Christian. Yeah. But, you know, don't get so excited about the word God. But it is the association with God, the companionship with God. Now, when you are aligned with God, some say the universe, some say nature, some say spirit. When you are aligned with it, the physiology of your mind, of your brain, and your whole body changes. As your consciousness goes up, your body changes. The way your neurons are connected, the amount of neurons that you have, the number of capillaries that you have in your body, the way your mind is processing information, your perception, everything changes by the power of the Holy Spirit. And God is the owner of all the information in the world. All of it. All the information that has ever been and that will be, God already has it. The thing has it. So when you align with it, you get access, free download to all this knowledge. So that in your unconscious way of living, in your conscious way, you make unconscious decisions that are aligned with knowledge, with wisdom. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like you just become brilliant. You just become brilliant, knowledgeable, wise. Because you're aligned with the owner of all the information in the world, you see. In the whole universe. So it seems like you read a lot of books. Reading books is very important on this journey. Acquiring knowledge is very important. But wisdom just radiates off you. You make some decisions, you get some feelings, some desires, some passions that are as a result of your alignment with the force, God, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, and all those words that you use, Buddha or whatever. They're just words. Nothing can describe God. He's indescribable by our finite minds. However, you can experience him by your lifestyle, by the way you live. Just finished 2 meditations. One at 4 in the morning, another right now. I'm gonna go out of this tent. I will exercise. I'll do some aerobic exercises. I'll do some yoga. I'll do some qigong. I'll probably take a 20-kilometer walk today. All that experience is experiencing God. Whether you understand it or not, that's a case for another day. Ciao. But anyway, this is how I live. This is how I live. This is it. This is it, man. Oh boy. What a life.